And welcome to the RU Puppet Artist presentation of Ragnaruckus, written, directed, and produced by T.J. Jacobs. This is a show 3 years in the making and has been developed entirely by student artists, from the music you hear to the puppets and scenic elements you see. We are eternally grateful for all of the hard work from our community. For those in the front row, please keep all belongings underneath your seat or on your person, as to keep the plane space clear. Please note the fire exits at the back of the theater and to your left where you entered. In case of emergency, please evacuate the risers and head to the nearest exit. A warning, This show contains ridiculous puppet violence, an occasional naughty word, and the end of the world. It is all very serious and extremely silly. Peace, love, and puppets, and enjoy the show.
Nothing but darkness. No wind or sea or earth or grass or sky, above or below, there was only the great nothing. There was Gnungagap. Then,
life. It was the age of Ymir, the first giant.
Sprang other giants, from his armpits, between his toes.
Then the gods came, Odin, Vili, and Ve, brothers who had sprung from the melted ice.
There was little to know in this time, no sky, or sea, or sand, or sun. But the gods knew they hated the giants.
And the giants hated the gods.
The gods and the giants found themselves ever at odds, yet neither could truly grasp the upper hand.
until Odin had an idea.
He gathered his brothers, those holy, holy gods, and found Ymir fast asleep.
They slew him there and everywhere, briny blood pouring forth, drowning near all giant kind, except for two in the ocean of blue.
Odin had another idea. From Ymir's flesh we shall make the earth. From his broken bones the mountains, and his skull the sky.
That is how the world was made.
Crazy, right? And that isn't even the half of it. The sun and moon, sol and mon are pulled by chariots, and they're constantly chased by the wolves, skull and haughty across the sky. The stars are sparks from the realm of fire, Muspelheim, and then, of course, there is a world grid, which connects all of the cosmos. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. My name is Mimir, the god of wisdom. I shall be your guide. There are many gods, there are many places.
Muspelheim.
The land of fire, guarded by the giant Surt with his sword of flame.
Niflheim.
A place of darkness and mist.
Alfheim and Svartalfheim.
The realms of the elves and the dwarves, respectively.
Midgard.
I believe you're already acquainted.
Vanaheim.
The home of the Vanir gods, a much more holistic folk.
Jotunheim.
the land of the giants, populated by mountains, glaciers, frigid cold, and
Asgard!
where Odin rules the Aesir gods, each in their halls of gold. All of these are connected by Yggdrasil, the world tree. It is a part of this which I reside with my well, a well of wisdom, memes bloomer, sought by many, but drank from by those willing to make a great sacrifice. So you finally come.
Wouldn't you know what I've come for?
Are you prepared to pay the price?
For a chance to know what lies ahead, I would pay anything.
Make your offer, Raven God.
To sight beyond seeing. Ragnarök!
What is there to be said of Loki, commonly known as the god of mischief, son of the giant Urquidi and the goddess Loki? Loki is known for his cunning as well as his malevolence.
Loki!
That would be Thor.
Ah, the god of thunder himself. To what do I owe the pleasure?
I will have none of your tricks. You know what you have done to my lady Sif.
You present me with bunches of barley. You know more of his crop than I, common man's god.
Oh, that's it.
Only you would be so fleet of foot as to come slithering into our chambers unnoticed.
You not only have to deal with I if you do not fix this.
You shall face my wrath as well. Fix this, and soon.
Oh, jeez. I have an idea.
What do you want, Loki?
Oh, Ivaldi, have I been so terrible to you?
Speak it out, Loki.
The gods, they have requested your services, wondrous gifts.
Mine? Surely not. This is another one of your tricks.
Ivaldi, are you not one of the greatest dwarven craftsmen in all Svartalfheim?
Yes, this is known.
Then surely you are up to the task.
What would they have me do?
Make a new head of hair for Lady Sif, even more beautiful than the last. And throw in something for Odin and Frey as well.
Return here tomorrow.
The dwarf worked long into the night, desperate to please the gods. Not nearly as desperate as Loki.
Come, dwarf, show me what you have done. Let me see if the gods will be pleased.
For Sif, hair of golden thread. Upon her head it shall grow as though it were her own. For Frey, the ship's skidbladnir, it shall always catch favorable wind and can be folded into the palm of your hand. And for Odin, the spear Gungnir, it shall never miss its mark, and no oath sworn upon his tip may be broken.
You may be one of the greatest blacksmiths in all the 9 realms.
Ha! These are mere trinkets.
Trinkets? You know nothing, Grau.
My brother, Sindri, could fashion items that surpass these bows in magic and value.
Are you willing to bet your head on your brother's craftsmanship?
My head against yours.
Mine against yours.
Ha ha!
Dink, 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 dink.
Brother, we are to compete. Kiss for the gods. My head against Loki's. Quick!
You and your bets. One day they shall bite you to the bellows. Even the smallest mistake can spoil our games. Dink, 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 Valenzuela, aboard! A noble seat for Frey that summoner god shall charge fiercely into battle on its back. Dropnir, the dripper, 8 more of its kind shall drop from it every night, a gift worthy of the Allfather. Keep it up, Brock.
I'm trying my damnedest, brother.
Last. This is a mighty hammer, but the handle is too short. Let's hope this is worthy of the Aesir.
It must be.
As soon as you place it upon your head, it shall grow as though it were your own.
You have done well, trickster.
Anything for you, my lady.
And what of me? Is the mighty Thor not worthy of gifts?
You are beyond worthy, Thunderer. For you, we present Mjolnir!
Yeah! Now this is a hammer. Though the handle is a bit short.
Down.
You! In your hands, Thor, it spells doom for all of giant-kind! Damn! Congratulations to the brothers Rock and Sindri!
Now I shall have your head!
Oh, if you want my head, you need first cut my neck.
Huh?
That was never part of our arrangement. What say you, Odin?
Sure, that sounds about right. You lay no claim to his neck, bro.
You wily serpent, Loki! Though I may not take your head, I shall silence your silver tongue! Come here!
progressed long enough, but soon they would need his wits more than they could ever anticipate. The war between the gods and the giants never ended, and the giants would never forgive the slaying of Ymir. They constantly conspired against the gods. Odin would do nearly anything to thwart their attempts. One day, a stranger arrived at Asgard with an offer.
In 3 seasons, I shall build you a wall that no giant of fire or frost shall pierce or climb.
A remarkable feat, if your word proves true.
Remarkable indeed. Every day we must fend off the attacks of Jotun slime.
Well, I have my price. It is fair.
Then let us hear it.
I want the sun and the moon.
Preposterous.
And Freya.
You drive a hard bargain, builder.
Oh, Father, tell me you are not considering...
Silence, dear!
Jeez.
Return tomorrow. We must convene.
Oh, no.
Out with it, raving gods. I'm busy.
Freya, a builder has arrived in Asgard. He shall make us a most impressive wall.
In exchange for...
The sun and moon.
Preposterous!
And your hand in marriage.
There, entertain this notion.
Oh, pretty please.
You that bring this to me, get out!
Perhaps there is some sort of arrangement that we can come to. The magic. Loki, my dearest Loki.
Oh, finally. That was on for so long.
At least one scene.
A real firebrand, Freya.
Loki, perhaps I might heed your counsel.
Wouldn't be the first time, or the last.
A builder has arrived in Asgard.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I have a plan. You'll get most of your wall, and he will get nothing.
Oh, tell me more.
Come closer.
So, you want your wall in 1 winter, and I shall have no assistance?
When complete, you shall receive all that you ask for.
All that I ask is that I have the aid of my horse, Svalovari.
This seems reasonable. You have the winter.
And so, the builder began his work. In the early mornings, he and his horse, Svalovari, hauled boulders from the mountains. Throughout the day, the builder, who seemed a font of mysterious strength, put the boulders into place. The gods marveled at this, but there was none to happen, especially as it appeared this builder would meet his deadline.
I don't suppose they're coming to mince words.
I may not be married off as a part of some deal that I did not agree to.
And we mustn't lose the sun and moon. It spells doom for all of us.
The wise, powerful gods wish to break their oaths made to our humble builder. I thought your word meant something.
Stop!
You have gotten us into this mess, Trickster. Now do something before we put you to the sword.
Fine. There is little time left. He will never finish. Oh, jeez.
Phew. Good Svarovari, we have but only a few boulders left we must collect. Good boy, good boy.
Ooh, this one's gonna be.
No, Svarovari! Come back here! No, get back here! Bad boy, no, come back! Svarovari, get back here right now! No! Svarovari, no!
The war is unfinished! The deal is off!
Seer trickery! If you shall not give me what I seek, then I shall take it!
And how do you have it with Your time is up! My son has come home!
Are you Jotun in Asgard? This day just gets better and better! Oh, that would hurt me down. I lie, sneak Wow! I was not expecting such a warm welcome. Oh, such a lovely wall. Say, where is Loki?
Loki did not join the gods for many months. When he did, he returned with a young colt, a majestic steed equipped with no less than 8 legs. Sleipnir, he called it, the fastest horse of the cosmos. This he imparted to Odin. Sleipnir is one of Loki's many children, but it was the least monstrous of his kin. There were 3 children he had with the ogress Angerboda.
Loki and Angerboda bore 3 children in the Iron Woods.
Hell. One side, a lovely maiden. The other, a rotting corpse.
Jormungandr, the never-growing serpent.
And Fenrir the Wolf.
Together, they were happy.
Odin was not. He feared the ill will that could be wrought by beings of such parentage. His visions of Ragnarok only strengthened the terror deep in his belly. He knew these things could spell the end of the gods, the end of everything. Something had to be done.
The serpent he banished to the seas. There would grow and grow until it encircled all of Midgard.
Hel was sent to Helheim. There she would rule over the dead, and her influence would remain far from the gods and the living.
Fenrir Odin feared most of all. Tyr, the god of war and diplomacy, took it upon himself to watch over the wolf pup.
But the wolf did not stay a pup for long. It grew.
And grew. And grew.
And as Fenrir grew, so too did Odin's fear. Something had to be done. He called for a council of the gods.
We must bind the wolf.
Here! Where have you gone, old god?
I've been watching from afar, Fenrir.
You see how my coat dazzles in the sun? On the great distances that I can run! Odin here. All of the others, the gods, they are too cowardly to even give a meat.
Pride is a dangerous thing, Wolf. Be wary.
Have you gods finally come to bask in my glory?
Your strength is great. This is true. We've come to test it.
This chain is laden. If you can break it, then truly you are amongst the strongest there is.
No mere chain could contain me. They turn to me with a real challenge. Did you see that here? Back again, I see.
This is strong, even stronger than Lady.
It is nothing to your task. I told you nothing can hold me. Yes.
How far have you come in your crafts, Sindri?
It is done, Grey One. It is one of the impossible things, which is why it has taken so long.
The breath of a fish, the footsteps of a cat, the sinews of a bear, the roots of a mountain, the clear of a wind.
This shall do.
We have another challenge.
There is no glory in breaking such a fetter. I smell trickery.
Aw, are you afraid?
If one of you has the courage to place their hand within my jar, I will take you at your word.
I will.
So be it.
The only reason you live is that your blood would taint our holy ground. Bullshit!
This is the way it is for Loki's brood, awaiting the day that they shall rise against the gods, against Odin, against everything. For some time, Loki departed Asgard. None knew where he went, and perhaps more than they would care to admit, many were glad of his absence. Others, such as Thor, however, grew quite bored.
Hallel! The mighty Thor has come! Will you not welcome me? giants, you're all the same. Cowards! I kid. No, I come because I wish to challenge you.
A challenge? What is it?
It is said that you are the best fisherman of the 9 realms. I wish to put this to the test. See if you can reel in a more monstrous hatch than I.
If I don't, I may lose that reputation.
And I just might bash in your skull.
Meet at the shore in the morning. You shall row out to my fishing spot.
Tomorrow.
In the night, Thor crept into Hymir's fields, and grabbing it by the horns, ripped off the head of Hymir's prized ox.
This will make considerable bait.
Oh, what have you done?
What? I needed bait. Are you prepared to lose, Hymir?
You try my patience, Thunderer.
What are you afraid of, Jordan?
The world serpent lurks these waters.
Oh. Sounds scary.
Beat that, Aesir.
That was nothing. Watch this. Now this is something! What a beast!
Norman's on the hook alive. That's in the boat.
Why would you do such a thing? It's magnificent. What have you done?
I have saved us both. The serpent will not soon forget that.
Nor shall I. Oh, it was beautiful.
Hymir offered Thor a vast cauldron over a mile deep, not only as a token in recognition of the god's strength, and in thanks for not crushing his skull, but as a gift to the gods that they might not return. Thor, however, wasn't the only god lurking within giant land.
Why will this not cook? Some trickery is afoot.
I should say so!
You dare try to mock me, bird? You would not be the first.
Promise me a share, and I shall help you!
Fine. Make it quick.
Okay!
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Oh, it's cooked. Oh, finally.
Not so fast!
Hurry it up. I've not eaten in days, and Jotunheim is a barren waste. What? Fiend! You've eaten it all! Take this!
I am Thiazi, the Storm Lord. Promise me the goddess of dooms and her golden apples of youth, or plunge to your death.
I will. Outside of Asgard, you'll find us there.
Do not delay.
Ow!
Oh. Ow! This sucks!
Loki! We thought you had left for good.
Well, yes, you see, I had to return to Asgard. There were apples beyond Asgard's walls that put yours to shame.
How can this be? The golden apples only grow in my orchard.
You know, I thought the same thing.
I must see them for myself. Will you lead me there?
With pleasure.
Thank you. How much farther, Loki?
Not much further. Have patience, Idun.
But I don't see any of these apples.
Well, that's that.
Loki was pleased. After his long absence, he returned to his wife Sigyn and his sons Narvi and Vali in Asgard. Without Idun's apples to keep them young, the gods began to age. They began to question where the young goddess had gone when Heimdall, the watchman of the gods, spoke.
I last saw Loki with the Idun.
I should have known. Sigyn did not inform me of his return.
He must pay for this!
Shall I retrieve him?
Oh, do your thing.
Okay, stand back. Bippity, poopity, poop!
Oh, I hate it when you do that. What is it?
You were last seen with the Dune before her disappearance. What say you?
What have you done with her, trickster?
I had to. She's with the Storm Lord Thiazi in Jotunheim.
Oh my. Then you shall retrieve her.
Fine. Keep watch. I shan't be long.
Watch is what I do.
Idun! Now, how did you get yourself all the way up here?
Oh, Loki! You foul feathered fiend!
Is that any way to speak to your rescuer?
Idun, have you finally come to your senses? Aether trickery! I'll have you yet, Idun!
Oh shit!
I just want to give you a little hug. Tanya! Good! How are you so smart and so fast?
Almost!
Raise up the fire on the wall!
Getting closer!
Not even close.
And so, the gods were restored by Idun's golden apples of youth. Their wrinkles and aches faded. However, this would not be the last time the giants would steal something treasured by the gods.
It's gone!
Whoever has taken Mjolnir must pay!
This is a grave matter indeed.
You. It must have been you, Loki!
What use would I have for such a trinket?
How could we believe a single word out of your mouth?
Fair.
Aesir, hear me!
What?
We are listening, Jotun.
Speak while you still have a head to do so! I don't have all day! We're kind of busy! Ugh.
I am Thrym, king amongst giants. If you wish to have Mjolnir return, I must have Freya as my bride.
Oh, come on! I'm sick of all these marriage proposals. Oh, rude.
Well, since no one is standing up, I'll take her to Jotunheim myself then! Come on!
No,
Boris!
No,
You're
boy,
I have an idea. Thor! My God! You'll just love this.
I highly doubt it. Why do you laugh like that? It creeps everybody out.
It's just how I act. Do not judge. What do you think?
I think this is the wrong size.
I bought it in your size.
Are you sure?
Yes. Unlike you, I know how to read.
Boy. Actually, that's true. Well, anyways, it's not my fault. I have the breast of the rock. Look at me. Oh, so manly. So manly.
Truly. Come now. You look so dumb.
Oh, shut up. You're one to speak. Look at you.
I look fabulous.
Oh, look at me! Here in my palace, I have all a giant could ask for except for Freya!
Yes. I mean,
Yes! Celebrate your courtship! Thrym, king amongst the giants!
Yes, let's! We shall have a feast!
Oh, yes!
Actually, I can get into this.
I have never seen a lady eat so much.
You see, Freya has been so anxious to meet you, she hasn't slept a wink in 8 nights.
Freya's eyes, they are aflame, like burning coals. Maybe we should keep this on.
You see, Freya has been so eager about your marriage that she hasn't slept in actually 16 nights.
Who haven't lied awake? We mustn't wait any longer.
Not before you present the gifts.
Why, yes. Without this, we would not be wed. We present Mjolnir!
Yes! Yes! Get this stupid thing off me already! Who would want to marry you? Let's go home, my lady.
Whatever you said, baby.
With the hammer returned, all seemed well in our way. It appeared that there may be peace for the foreseeable future. They did not know how long they were, but they would soon find out.
You know, you would think that with a man such as your father, you would not grow to be so loving and kind as you have, Balder.
Odin is not so terrible, and besides, how can I grow up to be callous and cold when I have you?
Oh, my son, you know so little, yet you are so wise beyond your years. I cannot imagine what I would do were I to lose you.
Mother and son together. How quaint.
Hello, Loki.
Loki?
Have you enjoyed the sunset with us?
I'm afraid not, Balder. I've come to speak with your mother.
Oh. Run home, Balder. We shall see each other again tomorrow.
Okay. Bye, Loki.
Off you go.
Get out of here.
What do you want, Trickster?
I want to see my children free.
Odin will not allow it.
I thought you, of all the gods in Asgard, would understand.
You are a father of wolves, Loki. You are out of turn for even speaking of this.
Do not pretend as if you hold no power over Odin, which, if it were your sweet, precious Balder, you would stop at nothing to hold him in your arms.
I've had enough of this. Be gone!
This is not over.
This is not over. Shoo! Go.
Ah!
Ragnarok! What did you say?
I'm going to die.
Why would you say such a thing?
Ragnarok is coming.
Not
If we can help it.
Frigg would do everything in her power to protect her beloved son.
Do you swear not to harm Balder? And you, the birds, bees, trees and flowers, stones below, and the sky above, steel of swords, the ocean breeze, old age that warps the knees, a broken shield or a length of rope. All of you are my sons, only hope.
All that she could think to ask, she did. None would harm Balder. They loved him so. Swords, axes, stones, and sticks, all would be repelled. The gods had to test it.
What are they doing?
Celebrating, I suppose. Playing their games.
Celebrating, you say?
Why, yes. You see, nothing will harm Balder.
Nothing?
warmth of sunshine upon their brow. Thus everything I asked swore they would not harm me.
Surely you didn't ask everything. No.
Well, there's a plant, mistletoe. It seems so young and weak that I did not think to ask it.
I see.
Well, I suppose I should be attending the festivities. I hope you...
Now, they will know what it's like to lose a son.
The Gauls seldom varied other games, especially when it came to things such as axes and stones. As for Balder, little mattered to him so long as he could bring joy to those around him. Not everyone was so lucky to play such games.
Oder. Oder.
Okay, is that you?
Oder. Why is it that I always find you all the way over here?
I mean, this is where I like to sit.
I wasn't finished, Oder. Why is it that I always find you all the way over here instead of joining in on all the fun?
Are you serious? Loki, you know that I'm blind. And why should I play such games anyways? It's not like they're any fun.
Oder.
Yeah?
Do you not reserve the right to throw deadly objects at your own brother?
I mean, it would be kind of fun.
Exactly, Oder. I have just the thing.
What is this?
Don't ask.
Okay. Thank you, Loki. This means a lot to me.
All right. Careful now. It must be perfect.
Okay.
Shut up.
Oh.
And now!
Loki, we did it! Yeah! Guys, I hit Boulder! I hit him! Guys, I didn't choose the new one!
I must go, Frigg.
You are not leaving Odin.
Even to bring back our son.
Balder is here. I am here.
I must go, Frigg. I must ride there. I must mend your mistake.
For 9 days and 9 nights Odin rode, traversing the branches of the world tree, venturing further and farther from where even the brightest of lights reach.
I demand an audience with hell! Will you deny Odin?
You come to my realm and make demands.
My reach lies far beyond the walls of Asgard.
And yet here you are, come to ask me for a favor. Will you beg? Will you plead?
We must have Balder back.
The
He is my son!
And I am a daughter!
I did what was best for everyone.
You are not everyone.
What must we do?
If you want your son back, everyone must want him back. They need but shed a tear.
We weep oceans.
Be gone, wolf feeder. Do not come back.
And thus Odin ventured home to return the news that there may yet be hope for Balder. The gods assembled, and none would guard their sorrow.
And you, the birds, bees, trees and flowers, stones below, and the clouds above. Have you a tear for my Balder? And you there, have you a tear for my son? Thank you. Freya! How lovely it is to see you.
I know what it is like to have everything taken away from you. I come with news.
Let it be said.
We have scoured the realms. In every corner there are those who weep for Balder.
Yes.
Even the rivers flow.
Yes.
But there is one who will not.
No.
Deep within the earth, in the cave that few would dare venture, sat an ogress named Thok. Though no matter how far or how hidden one might be, none could escape the sight of Odin, or the power of a mother's love.
Are you Thok?
What of it? We are the king and queen of Asgard. You shall speak to us with respect.
Oh, I didn't know this was Asgard.
We've come on behalf of my son, who has died.
Which one?
Insolence!
Balder.
One, but not the other.
His brother slew him.
Ah, what use does Thok have for Balder? I weep dry tears upon his pyre. Boo-hoo! Let him cook.
Have you no kindness?
Let hell keep what she has.
Friends, let us not drown ourselves in sorrow, but drown ourselves in memories of our beloved and plenty of mead.
That sounds good.
Let us honor him with smiles and laughter. Thank you, Aegir.
That is the spirit.
Aegir's Hall.
To Aegir's Hall.
Who it is?
I could not find Loki.
Keep looking.
The gods gathered in Aegir's hall. The mead flowed, and not long after, so too did their merriment. It was as though Baldur himself shined his light over their union. It had been too long since the smile had been shared in Asgard.
I suppose my invitation was misplaced.
Peace, Loki.
Nothing but. I've merely come to join in all the fun. Baldur is dead, after all. Excuse me.
Friends, this is how it should be. All of us together. Drink deep.
And your servants, Aegir, they're truly remarkable.
Indeed. My cup is refilled before I've even a chance to spy the bottle.
Timbervane, yes?
He is nothing short of extraordinary.
Boring. I've had enough of this.
Friends, let us not be disheartened by Loki's malice.
Yes.
We remain together in our shared loss. Oh, what's a dinner without a beheading? Thank you for your hospitality, Aegir.
Thank you.
Still they smile. Still they drink. What is it now that they speak of?
Do not enter, Loki. No one inside is your friend.
I will see this feast, and I will mix their mead with misery. Oh, mighty gods! Oh, holy, holy Aesir! After a long journey, I come to you hungry and thirsty. Have you a seat to offer me? Why do you say nothing? You always were quite the talkative bunch.
We gods know what company to keep. None of us would offer you a seat here.
Is that so? Odin, do you not remember when we blended blood? We swore ourselves to one another.
What?
Huh?
Odin, is this true?
And you told me you would never accept a drink that wasn't offered to both of us.
Loki!
Does your word mean nothing, my dear Harvey?
Harvey! That's what I call him.
Clear a seat for the father of wolves!
Thank you.
Let us have a toast. Yes!
Yes! Skull! To hypocrites and whores! shame as you have an arm here.
We both suffered losses that day, Loki. I lost far more than just my hand.
Your son sees chain, Loki. You'll be next if you don't hold your tongue.
Like you held your tongue in the mouth of every god and goddess upon this bench.
I would not insult even Loki in these halls of Aegir. Freya, let me calm you.
Silence, Idun. I know you held your brother close to your breast. I'm sure he's tasted much more than your apples. Oh, snap!
Okay, well, who has slept with who is a large matter. But this is some talk coming from the man who has birthed children.
Yes.
Oh, Aegir, you may be god of the sea, but we all know it's piss you drink by the cauldron.
If it were not for my respect for this holy union of gods and my love for Balder, I would have your head.
A brave man would strike me here and now. Have you the guts?
No! Truly you have gone mad! You slander us and anger the gods! Can we not have peace?
Odin wants to talk of peace now. Do not pretend to know peace, old man. When you cast doubt in the minds of men and bloody their fields with war.
Even if I did as you say, is it not you that strokes their greed and malcontent?
As if you do not know malice.
I've had enough of this. Whatever either of you have done, it remains in the past. Loki, please.
Oh, Frigg, of course you would conceal the past. After all, I know you opened your legs to Odin's brothers, Billy and Bay. Oh, shit!
Oh, if my son Balder were here, he would strike your slimy Jotun ass down for disrespecting your queen.
Oh, well, it is because of my Jotun ass that Balder will never ride home again! It was me!
Out of your wits to boast of such shame!
Loki, please, this cannot be true. Drink more mead, quench your anger, and please do not find fault with me.
Funny words coming from you, Sif. After all, if only it were not I who shared your bed while Thor was away. Oh, why fear Thor when I find myself face to face with such a beast as you, Freya?
Here all along! My hammer will knock the head clean from your shoulders!
Thor, what is it with the big show? It seems you're overcompensating.
Silence yourself! Oh, be silent, by Mjolnir! If I had my way, I'd break every bone in you!
I've said what I dare, but Thor, you're the only one with enough guts to act on his word. Enjoy your last feast. The flames shall soon beat at your backs. When you burn, maybe then you'll all...
Be gone!
Oh, he mustn't escape!
Yes!
Drama! While the gods might have banished Loki, his words hit their mark. Now more than ever, the gods looked over their shoulder at those they called brother, sister, husband, and wife. As their trust disintegrated, Loki prepared for the worst.
It's perfect. No matter which direction they come from, I shall see them coming a mile away. And when they do, I shall make my escape.
Meanwhile, upon his throne above all,
I have you now, Loki.
Oh, fuck.
Catch me now!
Oh, I got this. There's a reason I'm #1 in fishery.
Stop it. No! Yes!
Now you're out.
Away!
the gods took Loki deep into the earth, along with his sons, Wally and Martin, and their mother, Sigrid.
Why have you brought them here? They have done nothing.
Too long I've allowed you to run unfettered, allowed your deeds to go unpunished.
Then punish me, not them.
That would not be enough for you. You, Loki, are a father of wolves, and your pups must be cold.
No!
Stop this!
Why?
Find him!
Oh, witch.
May every drip remind you of what could have been.
Odin, what of our oath? We swore never to spill one another's blood.
Some oaths need breaking.
Loki!
Still you run to him?
I would have it no other way.
Then there you shall remain.
And so they would remain until the end of the days. Sigurd, ever faithful, catching the falling villain, leaving only to empty it. Which is gone, Loki's pains tremor through the earth, rattling the earth. Loki was gone, but he would not soon be forgotten. It seemed that there might still be hope for peace in the realms. How wrong the gods would be.
I sight beyond seeing, and further still I cannot see.
First comes Fimbulvetr. Without the sun and moon, all is taken by the cold. Living things of all kinds do what they must. Brother will turn on brother, peace will be broken. No man, no creature, no god shall be true to one another. All bonds will be broken. Fenrir howls before the gates of hell. He shall consume all in his wake. The serpent shall flood the earth with its thrashing. Loki shall sail with Jotunheim and the dead to the fields of Ygritte.
But before all is lost,
I've done all that I can, learned all that I could, and yet still this?
All is as it should be. Even the infinite has an end.
It cannot be over now! You can stop this! Not even you. It is a war against fate, then.
I've waited so long to see you again. Get back here! I'm not through with you!
Betrayer! Wolf, we can still have peace!
I shall clear this field, and anything that stands in the way of my chief and Odin's Grau!
Then you shall have to kill me too!
So be it!
I've always wanted to swing at your scaly head. I'll bring it on! This decided though. I'm fine. Just but a scratch.
I'm sorry.
Tristan!
Watchman!
I should have kept a closer eye upon you!
Then pay for your negligence!
Enough talk!
And you shall have it!
Father!
Let it all burn!
I won't hurt you. Come, there is much to do.